Good afternoon, everybody. It is May 7th, 2020.
You don't have to say the fucking year.
Okay, I'm going straight to the point. Today we're going to talk about anime. Specifically, what are we going to talk about? My Hero Academia. That's something I've been watching for the past month. Shut up, you. It's a great, awesome show. Loved it. Too many characters to count. Each one with the personalities that you can resonate with. Completely down the line, just an overall good show. Sure, there might be some, typical tropes that a lot of people might criticize, but overall, for the seasons up to season 1 or 4, it's overall a good show. I personally relate to Lita. It's
way too much.
A little bit too much of his earnest behavior and blunt talking. I can really understand Lita in that side. A little bit of what's his name, Todoroki, just a little sprinkle of Todoroki. Oh yeah, totally. And a little bit of who else?
Especially when you're driving, you're a lot like what's his name? What's his name?
There's one character that I also kind of like resonate with.
Yeah, Mineta. There you go.
Mineta, yeah, definitely. Mineta's pervy side, right? But that's what I think about. That's what I feel like with like shows like these where they have a lot of characters. There's in any show or any book, the more you relate to a character, the more you're able to be in their shoes and be in their perspective, and it actually engages you. That's why I like some of these shows. They're entertaining because they put you in their perspective, and you're going like if you were going through them. Like there was a lot of times in the show where I was like leaning on my chair. Well, if I had a chair, because I'm poor. Bless you, my good friend. Leaning on my chair was going to happen next, and for a show,
I have drive-through.
we're gonna die. For a show to make me feel like that, it's quite powerful, Season 1 was good. What happened in season 1? Midoriya got his powers through All Might. It's in a society where 80% of the population has quirks. Quirks are superpowers in some shape or form. Yeah, some change in the mutation of their genes causes them to have some powers. Just like any other society, they put laws, and they gotta follow the law. And in order for you to use the power, you have to go through some like school, or so that you can you got to get your hero license, which in this world is kind of like a teaching credentials, or any other certification of you being able to use your powers. Obviously, there's the heroes, but then there's also the villains, which are good, the classic fight between good and evil. So you follow this character called Deku, or that was his nickname. Later becomes his hero's name. But Midoriya is the quirkless protagonist of season 1 and throughout the whole seasons. He has no powers, which I already said, and he's always idolized, and he's seen his heroes All Might. All Might's in this series, the all-powerful Deus Ex Machina type of character. He's able to solve all the problems. He was playing the role of the symbol of peace. So in this show in particular, it takes the emphasis on roles. The roles are certain positions or characters. It's like being in a play, in a drama play. You're putting up an act. You're putting on the mask of something in order to play the scenario or stage. So All Might is the symbol of peace in this society. Where am I gonna go with this? He sees Midoriya. He sees how he protects his friends despite being quirkless and not having any powers, and he sees a lot of potential in him becoming the next inheritor of his power, because apparently the One for All, which is a quirk that has many other quirks. So it's a power within a power, and he's able to transfer this power into him. Once he does that, Midoriya now has to solve the problem of how is he gonna control his power, because it's so powerful that it might destroy his body if he ever, uses even 20% of it. So he uses, in the show, it progresses of him using his quirk better from parts of his body to later on more sophisticated of being able to use maybe 10, 8, 20% of his full power. So it's a character that learns on how to, use this, I guess, gift, but also this talent and power for this and something that he was already, which was a hero at heart. Now with season 1, you see the character go through various phases of not being confident enough into wanting to actively want to be like All Might. Season 2, which one was season 2? Was that the part where they go to summer school?
Yeah.
That's season 3. Then what's season 2 again?
How can you not remember?
I have a bad memory, man.
Shit. Definitely the sports festival.
The sports festival. Really? That was season 2?
Yeah.
God damn. The show progresses like crazy. So season 2, you see young Midoriya fight among his peers, and they treat, apparently in this society, these hero events, which is still high school, as like, Olympic events for these kids. Each one of them, they're being viewed by millions of people, possibly getting scouted by other hero agencies. So they treat the hero career like any other job. Yeah, and in this season, was it really staying on this season?
Yeah, it was at the end.
Okay, so we see this antagonist that has this philosophy, or has this verdict, as they would say. The word verdict is very popular in this show, where heroes should be noble at all costs and should not be paid for their services by the government, and they should be heroes to the core. And he feels that All Might is the only one that's worthy of not only killing him, but holding the title of hero. So there's that. So he has this radical ideology of what a hero is that contradicts towards what society views of what a hero is. Then that happens, and then later on, they confront him. Midoriya is slowly growing. He's, more confident as a hero. But what I like about the show, I like how they portray All Might as, even though he's the symbol of peace, he's conscious and kind of his confidence of him being that hero himself is actually kind of human. He has doubts, which I like, because even the most powerful being has vulnerabilities, and in him, it's him putting up that role when he feels like he's not suitable for that role. So there's that. I like how they portrayed that in that series. Overall, I liked it. Season 2 was great. No complainings. Maybe some fillers here and there, but nothing to complain about. Kind of long. I spent like a full week watching the whole series, so that's fine. Perfecto. Season 3 was when they went to summer camp, right, Anthony?
Yeah.
Now that one shifts. That one is like a hard gear shift forward towards the series. So there's a lot of dichotomy, a lot of chemistry between different characters. Midoriya tends to be the one that tries to get along with everybody. He's except for Bakugo, of course. Bakugo is more of the, it's the Goku to the Vegeta type of chemistry reaction, oil to the water, but they somehow work things out. And yeah. So there's something called the League of Villains. The League of Villains try to kidnap Bakugo, which... Shut up, you. Yeah, okay, so I'm not the best video content producer, but I'm gonna go with this nonetheless. I'm still going at it. So they try to kidnap this guy that has potential of being evil, despite of him having good intentions, but has a furious outlet. They go to summer camp, and in this, there's these trainers called the Pussycats. They're a group of heroes that are trying to, help these heroes become better heroes. And the League of Villains invade, and they cause havoc. The characters are in trouble, but through perseverance and through them kicking ass, they manage to strive through. A lot of them, and that scene in particular is important because later on, not only does society in itself realize that the heroes are vulnerable, but they can also be attacked, and they try to put the lens of the school as evil, despite of them trying to do their best and trying to protect them, and all this stuff where, you know, the media does have an influence on how we perceive others. So when you're putting a gun on, you know, say for example the school in this scenario where they were doing their best and they didn't even have a clue that this league was in play and they were gonna attack them, the media try to skew them as the villain. So it's trying to like buffer the line between good and evil. And you know, you can also see that in current media, you know, when you say they're the good guys or say no, he's to blame, or you know, so many different media outlets have different perspectives, and you know, they antagonize one another, so we're like, you know, polarizing. So in this show, they put the good guys as the bad guys, which was the school. You know, interesting. I think I'm back on season 2. Was it season 2? Yeah, it was on season 2. The death was slain, right? You remember that? The death was slain was important because Bane? Stain, Slain, Stain, Bane. Rain. So Stain, right? No, I'm fine. Okay. You're a guest show on this. You're just the narrator. You're just, okay. Stain's death is important. Why? Damn, it was in the... Yeah, his influence spreaded of his ideology and his verdict. Remember, keyword is verdict. And it influenced many other villains to follow his cause. So he was the martyr in the cause of the villains. So because of Stain, he was able to recruit other villains, even if it wasn't intentionally through his outlook, even though they might be even wrong about their verdicts or why it was their cause. So Stain causes this cult of villains to join the League of Villains, which is interesting. You know, something realistic, something, you know, that could happen within an ideology. That's why ideas are dangerous, or they can be supportive. So not everything's negative. So that happens. Season 4 is more interesting. I feel like I screwed up on like the time span of the season. They have to fight the pros, right?
Yeah, they were training.
Alright. And apart from that, season 4 also, but the thing is, season 3 included the Yasukas, right?
At the end.
The Yasukas with the League of Villains. And so there's... Yeah, it was the Yasuka clan, or was it? Huh? It was a Japanese gang clan.
The Yakuza.
Yakuzas, Yakuzas. Wow, alright, I'm really bad at this. So, there was a Yakuza clan.
Yakuza.
Yeah, the Yakuzas against the League of Villains because they were fighting for the peak of power, who would be the supreme villain league. And interesting enough, the Yakuzas were fighting for honor, for, you know, they weren't exactly evil. They were just fighting for their you know, their traditions and honor, compared as the League of Villains, where they just want to, you know, thwart good. That's what it is. They're trying to thwart good away and proclaim themselves as supreme leaders, or they want to win against the good guys, right? So even within the good guys and the bad guys, there's some tension between one of them, because there was two principal good guy and bad guy. All for one is All Might, right?
Mm-hmm.
One for all is All Might, right?
Yep.
All for one is the bad guy. All right. One for all, bad guy, right?
Yes.
All for one, good guy. Okay. One for all, bad guy, gave All for One, right? All for One gave One for All his power, right? All for One gave One for All his power, right? Because One for All was the younger brother. All for One was the older brother. One for All, which was the younger brother, had a quirk where he can transfer other quirks to other people. One for All, right? All for One gave One for All the power to store power. Store and transfer. That is the power of All for One, right? He gave it to One for All. One for All is like Avatar, where they're transferring powers to different people. So All Might was like the 7th holder, or was he the 6th? I just feel like I'm talking out of my ass now. All Might.
I can't remember.
Quirk. Let me look it up.
Dude, I'm like barely season 4 and I'm taking a break from it.
Interesting, because you know it is kind of weird.
I mean, the story is interesting.
Maybe it's wrong, but it says apparently he was the 8th holder, and he has the quirk of All for One.
Holy fucking shit.
No, One for All. Fuck, dude. It's because it's weird, dude. It's like, so he was the holder of One for All, 8th holder. He gave it down to Midoriya. So Midoriya is the 9th holder of One for All. So that power, that quirk, is transferable. He gives it to the quirkless boy. Quirkless boy has All Might's power. You see how complicated this shit gets? And you, damn, dude.
And there's like that one weed, like, dude, this is like the simplest shit ever, man.
There's always gonna be that one guy that understands this like clear, crystal clear, and is like, yeah, how did you not get that? One for All is clearly different from All for One. How can you not understand that? Obviously, I'm not that smart as you, but I'm trying my best here. You know what? I'm gonna call this a quits for this video. Obviously, I didn't go to that much extension, but overall, you know, maybe I gave a brief summary of what My Hero Academia is. It's overall a good show. I like it a lot, but you know, like I said, it's when you can't condense 88 episodes in 7 days. A lot of things can slip through your mind. But yes, I would recommend it. Give it a shot if you have a lot of free time, like me, through this quarantine. So yeah, I'm calling it quits for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I probably made a lot of mistakes, but you know, I'm trying my best.